Welcome to the Golden Lounge, After Hours, where the lights are low, the conversation is mildly business-related, and the vibes are just right. Brought to you by Golden Hippo, an e-commerce health and wellness company that keeps you feeling golden. And now, here's your host, Golden Hippo's very own, Noah Jackson. Hello, my name is Noah Jackson, and I am the resident receptionist here at Golden Hippo, here to bring you Golden Hippo's new podcast, The Golden Lounge, After Hours. The purpose of this podcast is to provide useful information for upcoming professionals, to shed a comedic light on what it's like to work for a business, and most of all, to showcase the award-winning culture here at Golden Hippo and the people that make it happen. I'm very excited for this inaugural episode, first of all, because we are filming on my birthday. So it's great to start a new project during a new chapter of life. So very excited to be shooting today, but I'm also excited because we have a really wonderful guest for you today. He is the muscle and the mind behind the fitness brand here at Golden Hippo. He is a transplant from the Levant and a very longtime friend of mine who forgot that it was my birthday today. So without further ado, I'm excited to introduce you to Jim Power.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, appreciate it.
I probably owe you a dinner and an apology and maybe, I don't know, what can I do to fix this?
Don't even worry about it. Just buy me a very expensive present and we will call it even.
That's not gonna happen. But the problem is you did tell me it's your birthday a few weeks ago.
I told you on Friday
that
it would be
sorry.
my birthday on Monday.
I am so sorry.
And then you saw the Instagram post I posted of my roommate telling me happy birthday.
I thought it's your roommate's birthday.
No, it's my birthday.
I'm all over the place. I apologize.
It is totally fine. But now that we've gotten out of the way, thank you so much for being the first guest on this podcast. I know it's a new project. We don't exactly know what it's going to be like yet, so I appreciate you being the guinea pig.
Absolutely. I mean, and I'm also kind of new to Hippo, so maybe it's a good chance for me to talk about myself and introduce myself to the company and, you know, be a little bit more personal because, you know, work relationships, sometimes we don't connect at the personal level. So I love this.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm also new to the Hippo, and I'm kind of lucky that my role forces me to be in the office every day and I get to interact with everybody. So it's definitely tough when you're not in like a position that I am to meet everyone and tell your story, which is kind of the perfect segue. I mean, like I said in the intro, we've been friends for like 5 years now. So I kind of know a little bit about your story, but I'd love for the audience to hear more. I mean, you're originally from Jordan, and then how long ago did you come to the United States?
So the first time I came to the US was in 2005, but I came for a very short period of time, about 3 months and a half. But then I moved to the US in 2015.
Okay.
So I lived most of my life in Jordan for about, 32, 33 years. And then I moved to the US in 2015, and I've been living in Southern California, or I lived in Southern California for almost 8 years, and I just recently moved to San Francisco.
Yeah, you started out in the OC, right?
I started out in Long Beach, then I moved to Orange County, then I moved to LA.
Yeah, because that second move to LA was like the same time that I moved to LA, right?
Yeah. And then it's funny because I moved to LA because I wanted to go out and do things, and then COVID happened a few months after that, and I was like, what's the point, you know?
Yeah, it was only like 5 months, and then COVID shut everything down.
And I was like super excited, and then boom, I was like, okay.
It happens. I kind of enjoyed COVID LA though, because you could get anywhere in the city for like in like 15 minutes.
Probably.
Yeah.
And the air was never cleaner.
It's true. You could actually see like the mountains and the coastline.
You don't have that gray haze all over downtown or over LA. It was different.
For sure. What would you say was your biggest culture shock when you moved here? Like either about LA or about the US in general?
So I was shocked twice.
Okay.
When I came in 2005, you know, I thought the US is like Times Square. Big TVs, tall buildings, energy of people moving. And then I realized that's only New York and the Strip in Vegas, basically.
Pretty much.
So that was one of the biggest shocks, you know. But when I moved here in 2015, it was very different because I moved in. I'm a resident. I'm living here. And coming from a place where I couldn't be gay, you know, it was really different. Seeing West Hollywood and even seeing a church with a rainbow flag, I was like, wow, you know, California is really different, you know. So that I think was the biggest culture shock for me, how freely gay people are living in this particular state and in Los Angeles area.
Yeah, that must have been, yeah, I mean, even me coming from Massachusetts, it was kind of a culture shock for me because Massachusetts is obviously very accepting, but most of the LGBT people I had met there were lesbian.
It's a different crowd in LA.
It's a slightly different crowd
It's
in
a
LA.
different crowd.
Definitely nothing like WeHo in Western Mass. Honestly, WeHo is kind of its own entity. I
Bubble.
feel like.
Yeah. No, but just seeing the difference, from being in a place where you cannot say you're gay to, celebrating pride and being out and about and living your life to the fullest as a gay person was a big, big difference in a culture shock to me.
For sure. Definitely something I think a lot of people take for granted here.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Definitely would not want to go back to any of the more conservative ways.
I mean, it's night and day difference. That's an understatement too. So.
For sure. And what was your career story kind of like when you moved here? I mean, now obviously our company is kind of like e-commerce, health and wellness. You've always kind of been in the e-commerce marketing space, right?
Yeah. So a lot of people saw my resume at Golden Hippo, so they know my career path. However, I actually, when I went to school, I studied industrial design. So I was in a completely different trajectory than where I am now. Then after that, I started working with advertising agencies. I worked with J. Walter Thompson and Publicis and some of the big names. Slowly transitioned to the client side. But I've always been in e-commerce and devices, actually, in specific.
Okay.
My first job in the US was with a company in the dialysis business. It was a startup. They were creating a new innovative product. Then from there, I moved to a company in the beauty sector, and they were manufacturers and makers of hot hair tools. And after that, I moved to a company that was in the air purification, the water purification segment. And those last two companies were very focused direct to consumers, and they were mostly relying on e-commerce for their revenues and scale. So I worked there between those two companies for about maybe 7 years, basically, and it was a great experience. But overall, I have around 15 years. I've been working for too long. I should be thinking about my retirement now.
Yeah, you should be a trophy husband.
Ish. I'm a trophy boyfriend, not
Trophy
a husband.
boyfriend.
So.
There we go. Hopefully he'll
But
retire.
I still have to work, so.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's too bad. But I mean, Golden Hippo's not a bad place to have lived.
I love it here. For anyone who works at Hippo but never worked for other companies, they don't know how it is out there, basically. This is a great company. I love it from the top to the bottom. Like, it's very casual environment, people choose projects to work on. People can explore. Like, I started working on one brand. Now I'm working on 3. And, that wasn't assigned to me. I actually wanted to take the initiative and explore and do more. And this is a great company, and I love being here.
I mean, the fact that they gave me this podcast and are letting us talk about whatever we want, who does
This is
that?
amazing. Yeah.
I know. I'm always so jealous of like all the interns and like the new like very young hires that we get coming in. Because I mean, my first jobs out of college were either like customer service or working for TV executives, and those are very different worlds compared to the world at Golden Hippo. Very different people that you're working with.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I worked with executives in the past, and it was a lot more cutthroat with it. It's like, I really don't want to do that again.
Exactly. I'm like, I will happily stay here.
I am happy here. I'm doing my best, though.
Yes, absolutely. Outside of work, what are some of like your hobbies that you enjoy doing?
So a lot of people don't know this, but I played basketball in high school and college.
Really? I did too. Well, not college. I'm not that tall.
I played basketball in high school and college. As I started getting older, a couple of injuries, I shifted. A few years ago, I picked up skiing because my partner loves snowboarding and we travel a lot. And then I tore my calf.
Oh, I remember that. Oof, yes.
On a work trip.
Yes.
But now, actually, I'm picking up a completely new habit, which is making electronic music.
Oh.
And it's fun. I love it. I used to be the party goer,
You are a party girl, yes.
but then I don't have the energy anymore. So I'm like, okay, let me make the music instead. So I'm working on a few things, and hopefully in summertime I might have a few tracks.
Okay, do you want to DJ or do you want to just hand the music off and let someone else
I don't
do?
have it in me to DJ.
You don't. You can't just stand and look pretty at the DJ.
Yes, but I can't stay past like 12:30 p.m.
You'll
tops.
be the
like,
opening act.
Yeah, but usually the opening act is the small one, and I don't want to be that.
That's fair. That's fair.
But I don't have the energy for me to, be the headliner at 3 a.m. and go to the after party. I can't do that,
Okay,
basically.
that's fair. If you ever
Yeah.
do it once, I will go to your DJ
Yeah.
set.
Plus, that would disrupt my work-life balance if I do
That's
that.
fair.
And then-
Yeah, it looks like it's based off Paris Hilton's schedule. It's very strenuous. Yeah. But that's cool. One question that I want to ask everybody who plans on coming onto this podcast is, since Golden Hippo is at its core like a health and wellness company that's aiming to help people and their pets and everything that we do, is there a health or wellness tip that you have, or like regimen or anything that you've done in the past that you feel has helped you with like your overall health and wellness?
I'm not going to talk about Hippo products. I'm going to
Yes,
talk
yes.
about something separate. Cold showers and cold plunges, they kick out the depression out of you, basically. Like they really, really clear your mind and make you more focused and excite you to do things and get you going, basically. You can have as much coffee you want, you can have whatever you want, but cold plunges and cold showers, they did the most for me.
That's fascinating because there's a place down the street from our office that just opened, and they do like cryo chamber therapy. And me and a couple of the people on my team, we got a free session, and you basically like stand for 3.5 minutes in this like cold chamber, and it's like negative 170 degrees supposedly. Ooh, okay. I walked in, I was like, I can't do this. The first 2 minutes were actually like, okay, I can do this, and then the last 30 seconds, I'm like, get me out of here. But it's like a runner's high afterwards.
And then you burn so much calories that you lose weight also.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I'll
so
have to go back.
that's an added benefit,
Okay, nice. When did you start doing that?
Probably when I gave up on my depression medications a few years ago.
Very
Probably. Yeah, so it's been very
Right.
helpful.
Cool, very cool. Well, that's enough nap. All right, so we're going to move on to our first segment. It's going to be a segment called CC or Circle Back. So we're going to discuss some work trends or scenarios and see if you want to CC it, which is like, okay, that's good. I accept it, like I agree with it. Or circle back, which is like, we're going to leave that one. So the first one is hashtag coffee badging. This is when an employee briefly visits the office for a social interaction, to like get coffee with coworkers and chat, and then immediately goes home and starts working from home, just to comply with like company hybrid or back to work policies. Are we seeing that, or are we circling back?
CC that.
CC that.
Yeah, because I think any time spent at the office is a good time.
True.
Come for coffee breaks, socialize, connect with the people. Because, if you're communicating only via Slack or email, it's changing the way we do work together. And building those relationships are important. So it's good to connect with your coworkers any chance you get to do that.
That's fair. I think I'm going to circle back to that one. I feel like you can stay for the day if you made the drive in the morning for coffee.
Sure. But also, if you're there just for a casual coffee break to connect with people, that's fine too.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think as long as you like, your presence is seen, you get to talk with people, you're building relationships. I see no harm if your company allows you a hybrid
Absolutely.
schedule.
I wish I was within driving distance to the office. I would come every lunch break.
Every lunch break. I know. As someone whose role is like here every day, I'm like, I don't know if I'd come every lunch break, but yeah, it's good to be here. I mean, it's really helpful to like see people every day. and that sort of
Absolutely.
thing. All right. Our next one, I was shocked when I read this. Shocked by like the geniusness of it. It's called hashtag white fonting. And basically it's using invisible keywords on your resume to like trick AI or like systems that sort resumes for companies. And basically you just put the words in wherever they fit and you turn them into white font so that they're invisible to the eye, but they will be picked up by the sorting systems that company use to like filter out resumes. I thought that was ingenious. I'm kind of annoyed I never thought of that.
I would totally see that. It's look now when you put a job posting, you get 500 applications, and it's hard to stand out, unless you have the best credentials in the world. So people doing those things is just, as you said, very ingenious. It's good for them, You crack the code. You make your resume stand out without really standing out, right? So I'm all for it.
I would agree. I'm going to CC this one just because, I mean, I definitely would not condone lying. Like, if there's a specific system they want, like, expertise in, and you put it in white font even though you have no experience, like, obviously that's probably not going to go well for you. But I feel like companies are always saying they want to consider, like, unique or different resumes that maybe they wouldn't have considered for certain jobs. But if you're filtering it out by, like, keywords, I feel like you're going to get a lot of the same kind of resumes.
Right.
So, I mean, why not put in a few keywords that you think might get your resume
Absolutely.
flagged?
And I mean, it's not like you're going to get hired off of that.
Exactly.
You're still going to get interviewed. So I don't see any issues with doing that. I'm all for it, actually.
I know, I might start doing it. I mean...
what do you mean? You work here.
Yeah, I'm not really looking right now, but in the future. All right, so we're going to CC that one. I think that's a good idea. All right, and then another question that I want to ask everyone that's going to come on to the podcast is, what has been your favorite Golden Hippo memory so far from working here? I know you started hybrid, so you were able to come in more often than you can now. So maybe something from like that time period when...
Yeah, so about 3 weeks in after I got hired, I met with the stakeholders and everyone I should meet with. And I was at the office, and my manager, Marietta, I love her, she asked me, so what do you think? And I was like, what do you mean? We're married already. Like, I quit my job, and I'm here. Like, I signed a contract, and there's no going back there. It doesn't matter what I think. I'm here. We're in this together. And we just laughed over that time and time again. So that's probably one of my favorite moments here.
Oh, that's so cute. Marietta
Yeah.
seems like she would be a fun boss.
She is. Shout out Marietta.
Shout out to Marietta. We love our executive team here.
Just remember this when the evaluations come.
Yes, please do. All right, so with that, we're going to take a quick break. You'll see some messages from our non-existent sponsors. And when we come back, we'll do our segment 2, Pop Culture Gossip.
Okay.
All right, we are back with the Golden Hippo Lounge after hours. My face has been blotted, my hair has been fixed, and Jim is still here, so we're gonna move.
No one did anything to me. No hair, no makeup. There's just water, not even snacks. I need to speak to the manager. I want to complain.
We gave the option of still or sparkling water. I feel like that gives very high budget, professional, so.
You're getting away because it's your birthday, so.
Okay. I'm so sorry. We abuse our talent here at the Golden Hippo Lounge. What do you think of the lounge setup? I am quite happy with... Okay, so we had no budget for this. Not that that's a bad thing. I'm not complaining. But this was all stolen from the office by myself and my lovely coworkers, Raina and Denise. And I think we put it together.
I think you guys did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
I like this, couch. It gives it that loungy kind of vibe.
Yes.
Because I think our previous podcast setups, they're just 2 chairs, basically. But this is more like, hey, relax.
Yeah, we wanted it to be a little nighttime, very casual. I am obsessed with this hippo statue. You get it after 10 years at Golden Hippo, so keep that in mind. Yeah, it's
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Yeah.
I might steal it. We'll see.
Oh, please don't. That's my boss's Kishi.
I don't think I can fly this with me, though.
Oh, gosh, yeah, that's definitely over the weight limit.
Yeah.
We need to name her.
Not if I put it in my carry-on. No one cares, right?
That's true.
I have to wrap it with some towels and blankets, but anyways.
Alrighty. Well, moving on. Segment 2. All right, we are going to do a segment that I'm excited about. It's called Pop Culture Gossip because let's be real. Even when you're at work, you're not always talking about work.
Yes.
So I would love to talk about something not work-related on this podcast. So if my memory is correct, which it almost always is, I'm 99% sure that I was the one who introduced you to the phenomenon of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Absolutely, that is
Yes.
correct, and that was before the pandemic.
It was before the pandemic, yeah.
And that's how actually I was so happy that we have so much time on our hands, so I can watch all probably 10 seasons up
Yeah.
then or 11.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my God, I have all of this content to watch and nothing to do, so I don't feel guilty about just, binge watching it. So yes, thank you for that.
Yes, no problem. It's so funny because after I introduced you to it and then after the pandemic was over, you used to like to go out to WeHo quite a bit and you would meet all
The
these
queens,
queens. And I'd be like,
yes.
how come I was the one who introduced you and I have never met a single Drag Race queen?
Absolutely. Shout out to my girl Heidi in the closet. We're
Yes.
still friends, yes.
Hi, Heidi. I'd love to meet you someday. I still haven't. Let's see. I did get to meet Kimchi. She performed at my college once. That was exciting. And then, I went to a Halloween party. Do you know the Boulet brothers?
Yes.
Yeah, they
do
do
Dragula.
Yeah, so I went to their Halloween party in downtown and I saw.
Oh, that's the big one in the
Yeah.
old theater.
It was cool. I saw Simone and I think Gigi Good there. Oh, and Trixie Mattel briefly. I saw her there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah, that was a
Well, I
good time.
mean, in West Hollywood, as you said, I met a lot of them in person, like Sonique and Heidi and Jada Essence Hall and Utica and like so many names, like to remember. So it was good. They were all like very nice in person, and it's a cool experience.
That's cool. How are you feeling about the current season right now, All Stars 10?
I love it.
Mm.
They're slicing and dicing the show, coming up with new formats and changing things around. And I love that about the show, that it's evolving. They're also bringing some of the old queens, like Nicole.
I love her.
I love her. She's
Yes.
amazing. She's amazing. And they're also bringing some, front runners and people who did very well in the show. So I'm very, very excited for this season. However, we still don't understand the format 100% because there's always a twist with Drag Race. But it's cool that they're trying something different with All Stars.
Do you have someone you're rooting for?
Denali,
Oh, interesting. Why
'Cause-
Denali?
because she's a fantastic lip syncer, actually.
True.
And I feel in all-star format, if you do well, you lip sync, right? So I want to see her doing well, so she can lip sync more.
Yeah, it seems like the whole second half is going to be like lip syncs, basically.
And she's very good at that.
Yeah,
so,
she'll do well.
so I'm very excited for her.
Okay, that's cool. I really liked Bosco at the start of the season. I'm rooting for her, which is interesting because I really wasn't rooting for her on her season. I was rooting for Willow to win.
And you won.
Yeah.
So you move on.
Exactly.
You root for someone else.
Yeah, so I've been really enjoying Bosco. Loved Nicole. I mean, obviously she's not going to
I
win,
live for her.
but she's been so funny. And then this last bracket, I don't know. I've only seen the first episode, but I guess I'm liking Diabetti, which again, I was not rooting for her on her season.
I don't want to
but-
get diabetic.
No.
I mean, no, I don't want to be diabetic.
Oh. Well, she has type 1 diabetes. I think you're good on that.
No, she's cool. And it's, the good thing in All Stars is you see how the queens grow from their original season and how they change and become more seasoned and they add more to their aesthetics. And they come actually with more confidence too. So they're more comfortable performing in this format. So we'll see. We'll see how she does.
Nice. Who are some of across all the seasons, like some of your favorite queens?
I love Monet Exchange.
Oh, interesting.
I live for her. I love Shea Coulee.
Okay.
I think Valentina gives the best, like, female illusion as a drag queen, and Sasha Velour is really interesting, very artistic. I mean, it's hard to like dumb it down to just one person, but those are some of my favorites too.
I would agree with you on Sasha. I love a conceptual queen.
Right.
So I love like Sasha Velour, who's also an alumni of my college.
She is?
Yeah, we both went to
Ah.
Vassar.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
So yeah, I love her. I love Jimbo. Have you seen?
Jimbo's great.
Yes. Originally from the Canadian franchise. I love Sasha Colby. Yeah, so like someone who brings like concept, quirkiness. Those are the kind of queens I like. All right, very cool. So moving on. I feel like I did know this about you, but I forgot. and then in preparing for this was reminded that you are a fan of horror movies.
Yeah.
Which we did watch, if you remember, The Invisible Man together.
That was a good one.
I liked it, yeah.
It was a good movie.
Shout out to Jason Blum, who's also an alumni of my college.
Oh my God. Do you want to
people.
shout out your college?
Meryl Streep, Lisa Kudrow. Yeah, I really liked that one. That one wasn't... Okay, so I don't watch a lot of horror because I scare very easily. And I'm traumatized very easily. So The Invisible Man I could do. I slept fine, like it was okay. But I studied horror at Vassar College
Oh my God.
for my senior seminar. And so I love horror from like an academic perspective. But you actually like watching it. What are some of your favorite horror movies?
Oh, like The Exorcist was the one to scare me the most.
The classic one?
Yes.
I have seen that one, yeah.
And I watched that by myself. I was younger, and I really paid a hefty price because it traumatized me.
Mm-hmm.
It, the clown.
Yes.
Also, I watched that as a kid, and I grew up very scared of it. So
Okay.
those probably the two most influential movies when it comes to horror movies, and me growing up, and I watched them at a very young age. And then some of the recent ones, Hereditary was good.
Okay, what is that one about? Because when I was in my horror class, that movie had come out and people were like raving about it. That's like a satanic cult kind of thing.
Yes.
No, I'm not watching.
Possession, satanic, and someone was putting all of these things together and it was inflicting pain on a family. You need to watch it. I love it.
I can't watch that.
Babadook is like, oh my God, it's
We love her.
fantastic.
Yeah, okay.
Babadook is great horror movie too. So.
What is that one even about? Like I know there's a creature called the
Yeah, a
Babadook.
scary entity that shows up at dark and you never see the face of it, but it's really scary.
That's a good way to do it. Once
I'm
you see-
even shivering now,
Oh,
like
God.
just talking about remembering that scene.
Oh, that's scary. Yeah, I feel like once you see the face, sometimes like the movie kind of ends right there. Like it's not scary anymore. Like I was watching, I forget what the film is, but there's like a kid and he's astral projecting and his father has to go in and like save him from the astral plane, and you see the demon creature's face that you hadn't seen for the whole movie, and I was like, oh,
And it just,
that's not scary. Yeah. So
it's the fear of the unknown, maybe.
yes.
That could be it. Very interesting. It has part one, part two.
Mm-hmm.
Part two, the clown becomes a big giant spider. And it's not scary anymore, you know, because it's just a giant spider. But if it was a clown eating kids, then that was more scary for sure. So,
Yeah, there is something so scary about that concept of just like a clown.
I mean, clowns are creepy
They are.
in general.
It's giving like, what is it, John Wayne Gacy? Like,
oh my God, yeah, that
scary.
was horrible. So,
yeah. The reason I ask about this is because there's a new movie coming out. It's like 28 years later. I'm going to go see it with a friend in Palm Springs when it premieres. And 28 days later is the original.
right.
It was on, I recently found my horror class seminar syllabus. It was on the syllabus. So I think it was like the one screening that I might have skipped for that class because I don't remember watching it. But you've seen that. You've seen 28 months later as well. Weeks, okay.
They never had 28 months later,
Oh,
and
that's
that was
amazing.
weird because like 28 days, 28 weeks, then 28 years.
Okay.
And I'm like, what happened to 28 months?
Yeah,
Like, didn't
what's
you
up with
guys
that?
have budget for that? Like,
Well, apparently this new one is the start of like a trilogy of sequels.
I mean, now they're like just stretching it. Like, take
That's
it, like, okay, make horror movie. They have very high profitability because they don't cost a lot of money usually. So, and I get why they want to do like 3 sequels or prequels or whatever they want to do with this movie. But the concept with it, 28 days later, first off, it happens in my favorite city in the world, London. I love London.
Same.
And then it's just who we are as humans and how we go to basics when the apocalypse happens, you know? Like that's the fascinating thing about it. It's like, how do we live our lives? How do we go to basics? And we are all in survival mode, basically, you know? So it's very interesting series to watch. Even 28 weeks later just picks that up and goes into, okay, we're getting over that phase, but now we have a military phase. So, so whatever we live in now is very peaceful, right? But it kind of like scratches your reality. Like, what if something happens?
Yes.
You know, like how safe could we be, and
Absolutely.
how could we all live in harmony if some such thing happens, basically? So.
See, that's why I love horror from an academic perspective, because I was looking at the syllabus, and the readings for that film were all about what's the word when there's a virus, a pandemic. So pandemic films and zombie films as like symbolic for class warfare and like the viral spread of capitalism or whatever. It's all just academic, but I think it's fascinating because horror does, at its core, I think, show, if it resonates and is scary, show us like what we truly subconsciously fear in a way, like the breakdown of our economic and political spaces, and like you said, the return to like some weird like survivalist.
Yeah, I mean, now food comes from the grocery store, right? But what if that's not an option? What are you gonna do? You know,
I'm not about to scale a fish.
what if there's no
Go to-
electricity? Like if you go without your phone for an hour, you would lose it. Like imagine there's no cell phone, no electricity, none of that, and you have to live through it. Basically, it's gonna be boring. Two, it's gonna be very difficult. Basically,
I think the evading zombies would keep it interesting.
Like my siblings who are much older than me, they use the actual maps for GPS. I never did that, you know. So if something happens and there's no Google Maps, I don't know what to do. Like,
I'm picturing us in like the forest, like trying to like hunt a deer and like gut it, and it's
oh
like
my
I don't
God, the
think,
deer is so cute.
I know, it's like I could never.
No.
And then it's like I don't do well with like blood and organs.
I think we should just blockade West Hollywood and stay in West Hollywood if anything
Sounds
happens.
good. Subsist off of vodka sodas and cold brews.
I mean, we have zombies there, but they're different. They're different kind, though.
Luckily, they mostly come out at night. So, are you gonna go see the new movie 28 years
Yes,
later?
absolutely. I have my AMC subscription now, so
Oh, nice.
I get to see 3 movies a month, and I think I'm gonna go watch it in theaters. I'm not gonna wait for it to come to streaming.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I'm excited. I need to watch the first 2. I'll probably do that tonight or tomorrow, and then I'm gonna go see.
I actually, funny story, I was rewatching them because I knew we were gonna talk about them, and I was watching 28 Weeks Later on the plane,
Oh, nice.
and it's very gory, you know, and the person sitting next to me, she was like, what are you watching? You know?
Oh, great.
You know, zombies blowing their heads and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, just watch it. It's cool.
I know.
And they can't hear the sound, so they're just seeing the visuals because I have the speakers in my ears. So that was weird.
I'm always self-conscious about what I watch on planes for that reason. It's like
I usually skip the kissing scenes because I don't know what's going to happen,
Exactly.
and there's kids behind you or next to you. So
it's like we can't be putting that on the screen on a plane.
yeah, so
Okay, that's fair. Okay, well, I'm excited to go see it. Again, not usually my cup of tea, but I appreciate the insight into what I can expect.
it's fun. You can stream 28 days later for free. 28 weeks later, I think it's on HBO. No, it's on Disney actually.
Okay.
So-
Again, this is non-sponsored.
This is we're not sponsored. We wish, but we're not.
Yes, we are not medical professionals either. You don't have to take our recommendations. All right, I wanted to ask you this because I don't think I'll be able to ask any other guest this.
Oh,
but
wow.
we've known each other for quite some time.
Yes.
I was wondering what your favorite memory of our friendship has been. And I will answer this question too.
I think when I had my dog Beefy, rest in peace Beefy, I miss you. And that was during the pandemic, and you know you would come and we would like just spend time with Beefy and take care of Beefy, and that was just some of my favorite memories with you.
That's a really good answer. Fifi was so cute. He was like a fat little English bulldog.
I know.
Such a sweetheart.
Fun fact, I wanted a dog that could do activities with me. But Beefy only
Beefy was not the
wanted to
dog.
sleep and eat, you know, and I was like, okay, fine, just be cute, and that's more than enough, you know.
Mhm. Oh, he was a sweet boy. All right. My answer, this was also very early on in our friendship, back in your backward hat era that we are reviving today. Which
Yes,
I
my
enjoy.
bro-ish.
Yes. We went out to dinner in Silver Lake and got ramen.
Oh, yeah.
And that's still the only time I've been to Silver Lake, which I find really
Really?
fun. Yeah, I don't really get out to that side of town that often. But we were leaving the ramen place, and it was pretty dead. Like, the streets were pretty dead. There weren't a lot of people out and about. And these girls, like this group of like 4 or 5 girls in a convertible, like drive by and are blasting music, and they have to stop at a stoplight. And they start like singing the music to us as we're walking down the sidewalk, and you just start like doing a little dance, and like they're like, yes, like going off for you, and I'm just like, oh, okay.
Thank you. That was a public service during the pandemic, just cheering people out. You know?
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, okay, Jim's a good time. She's a party girl. We're gonna have a good friendship. So that was probably one of my favorite memories of our
Oh,
friendship.
that's so cute.
Also, it's one of the few times we've gone out to dinner. Like, we're usually doing like other things, but it's been like ramen. There's that place in Sherman Oaks you like, Ms. Lala.
Yes.
And then there's maybe like one other place that we've gone to. So, for the sake of equity, I will be doing this segment with future guests, but it's basically the segment where you are allowed to turn the tables and ask me any questions that you wish to ask me. So, fair game, ask me anything you would like.
Ooh, then what kind of questions can I ask though?
Whatever you want within reason.
Well, let's talk about Golden Hippo.
Mm-hmm.
Spill the tea. Spill the tea. What's happening?
So for those who don't know, I found out about Golden Hippo through you. And Jim was my referral to my current role as receptionist. So basically you were the start of my Golden Hippo journey. But I've been really enjoying it so far. I'm coming up on a year anniversary in like August. So that's like 2
Wow.
months from now, yeah. Love my team, facilities and operations. And it's just been a good time. I mean, we do a lot of fun things. We throw the events at Golden Hippo, which is a lot of work. A lot of work goes into them, but they're always like a really good time, and we always manage to pull it together. I don't know how, but I'm always super happy with whatever we come up with. Depending on when this airs, something's in the works.
Oh.
So that's exciting.
You guys do a fantastic job with the events. I just wish I was still living here, you know, like, because I would love to attend more of the social events, just to see people outside of work, you know, so.
Yeah, that's always a good time.
Yeah.
And then, otherwise, like day to day, it's just a fun group of people here. So thank you for the referral.
Absolutely. I was happy to get that bonus too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, we have a wonderful referral program here at Golden Hippo. If you refer someone and they get an interview, or like a 3rd round interview.
So yeah, qualified, I think you get points, Hippo points for qualified referral, which is a referral that makes it to the interview. And then on their first day of, if they sign a contract, on their first day you get a bonus, and then on their 90th day, I think,
Oh, nice.
after 3 months. Yeah, so it's very incentivizing to refer people.
You're welcome that I nailed the interview.
I referred 3 people last year, so.
Oh, dang.
I did, yeah.
Dang. And so they still work here?
They still work here.
Oh, wow. So you're just making bank.
I mean, if it was up to me, there would be like 20 more people, but
Oh,
I
wow.
didn't get my way through all the time, you know.
That's fair. That's fair.
Shout out to the TA team.
Yes.
Take
shout
more
out.
referrals.
Any other questions you have for me?
East Coast or West Coast?
This is a tough question. So I'm from Massachusetts originally. And I have to say, in terms of the disposition of people, I just resonate more with East Coast people. We are more
Shocker.
straightforward. I know. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say, okay? That's not always the case out here in LA. People like to butter you up and sugarcoat and, that sort of thing. And there's a certain disposition that I feel like East Coast people, especially Northeast Coast people, have that I resonate with more. That being said, I do like certain things about SoCal. I mean, the weather is great. I do prefer seasons.
Sure.
But the weather you can't complain about.
What about that humidity? I mean,
I don't miss the humidity.
for sure.
I don't miss the snow. Living in snow is awful. I was just back on the East Coast. I was back for the holidays in winter. I got off the plane, it was 15 degrees. I don't know how I did that for 20 years. And then I just went back for my high school reunion, and I was driving from Boston to where I'm from, and the last 8 miles was just torrential, like hurricane level rain. I could not see anything as I was driving. Like everybody
God.
put their flashers on, slowed down to 30 miles an hour on the highway. It was insane. And in that moment, I was like, yeah, I'm not built for this anymore. Like, I need to go back to LA.
I think LA spoils you with the weather. Like
Mhm.
everything feels extreme. Like now, even now I'm in San Francisco, which is still much different than the East Coast weather. But I'm like, why it's not warm enough here? You know, so. So you're happy being on the East Coast, but you want more. Sorry, you're happy being on the West Coast,
Yes.
but you prefer people from the East Coast,
I
Northeast.
I do prefer my Northeastern New Englander people. And I can always tell.
Let's cancel him.
I can always tell when somebody moves out here and they're from New England. Like, it's just a vibe. We are a rustic, salt of the earth people.
You know what is the only thing I can think of when you say New England? Clam chowders.
The clam chowder is great.
That's the only thing I can think about.
It's amazing. Yeah. I mean, we do have more to offer than just clam chowder,
No,
but
I'm
it's
sure oysters too.
yeah. Yeah, oysters, all the seafood you want, lobster rolls. It's really hard to find good lobster rolls and clam chowder out here in LA. There are a few places that have it. I haven't tried all of them, just because I know it won't be as good.
I prefer East Coast seafood, basically oysters and lobsters and clam chowders.
Also,
and all
I
of
did
that.
not experience this until I moved out here. Sockeye salmon, it's gross. Like, give me Atlantic salmon any day of the week.
Oh
Like,
wow, we're sophisticated now.
we are, yes. I mean, it's the sockeye stuff, I didn't even realize it was different. And the first time I tried it, I was like, how did I mess this salmon up so badly that it's like a different color, it's dry, it does not taste good. And then I was like, oh. Because I try to buy wild caught, and you can't really get wild caught Atlantic salmon out here. So I went with the
Really?
sockeye, and it was like, oh, disgusting.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then I will say, I do like that LA, and specifically like SoCal, does have an emphasis on like organic, fresh produce, health and wellness kind of things. Because I went back to my high school reunion. I'm thanking the LA culture for, maintaining a certain level of youthfulness. And
Yes, absolutely. I mean, looks matter here. So.
They do. I was spent like the first 20 years of my life cultivating my intelligence and my personality, and then you move out here and it's like none of that matters.
So you've been working on the book, not the cover. Good luck with that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I didn't get the memo when I moved out here. How about you? Do you find like differences between NorCal and SoCal? Like,
Yeah, I mean, NorCal or the Bay Area, people are different. They're more humble, more easygoing, you know. They're all like, as a gay community, I would say it's more inclusive, you know. Like, it's easy to connect, talk to people. No one's trying to show off or be something. No one's trying to be the next, celebrity. But everyone I met in LA is trying to do that, at least, in the bubble of people that I know. So it's very different, But I mean, there's pros and cons for, like, I miss living here. I miss my friends here. I love driving my car. In San Francisco, you can't find parking anywhere, so driving car is a big issue. So also, some of my favorite restaurants are here in LA. I'm still exploring in San Francisco. But yeah, I mean, it's going. I feel like I'm lucky regardless, being here or there, basically. It's just so different from where I'm from, basically.
that's very fair. I still need to get up to San Francisco. I have yet to
Yeah,
go.
you should come and visit. It's really
Yeah.
nice.
Will do.
Our
If you-
Pride weekend is on the 27th.
Oh, wow.
think.
That's pretty late in the game.
Yeah.
Okay. That could be fun.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, if you ever decide to come back, we will be happy to have you to LA.
I would love to come back. We'll see.
Cool.
I mean, we kept our home in LA, so
Oh, nice.
yeah, we rented it out so we can, if we decide to come back, we can just move back in. And
Okay.
so hopefully we can make that decision soon.
Nice. Well, that's exciting. You heard it here first. All right. Well, I think with that, we are going to wrap up the podcast. So thank you again, Jim, for being the guinea pig, for taking the time. I know you're super busy in these couple days that you're here at the office.
I love it. I had to go to Taco Bell drive-through
Oh my gosh.
to get a quick lunch before coming here because I didn't have time to go up to the kitchen and make food. So.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You and your fast food. Oh my goodness.
I know. Guilty pleasures.
Well, thank you again. And as a thank you, you get to keep this wonderful
Yes, I love that.
golden
I love
handled
that.
hippo mug. Podcast exclusive merch to come. I will send you something if we
Okay,
ever make
I
a
love
podcast
that.
t-shirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, feel free to keep the mug. And I just want to say thank you to the Golden Hippo team, for everybody that helped put together this podcast today, especially my team, Denise and Raina. And then if you are interested in joining the Golden Hippo family, feel free to go to goldenhippo.com and see what positions we have available at the moment. And definitely don't be afraid to apply. We're a very inclusive and exciting place to be working, so feel free to check it out. And thank you for watching the inaugural episode of the Golden Hippo Lounge After Hours. And with that, we'll cut.
Oh, good job.
Thank you, you too.